A lot of support, the confidence with Blanchard. If you look at its form on paper, doesn't look great, but clearly that run on the Queen Elizabeth they are delighted with.
Can Scott Seymour pick up the second Group 1 feature for the Auckland Racing Club? He took out the Mercedes Derby with Like a Gov for Jeff McVean, and now the opportunity with the sponsors horse, Westbury Stud, and of course Eric Watson, the manager, along with J.L.T. Alvin, Jay Higgins and D&W Maguire. Here we go, the Cup of 2002, Auckland Racing Club's Keith Hobb.
Racing in the Cup of 2002, and away goes Green Street from the inside gate. Going with it, Victory Smile in the early part, and rushing up Cassius King from a wide draw. Bel Air is raced up to be handy for O'Sullivan. Then on the inside rail, Maguire drops in. From then now Laughing Cavalier around them. Chiavenna on the outside going quickly with it. Better Watch It. Ebony Honours in that group as well. Two back behind them now as they settle down. Out wide on the track is Milnorm. They followed O'Kiwi Bay is the next horse as they race down the rise by about the 809 metres now, the first occasion. Spread over about 20 lengths. And back is Cyclades is last of all, and back there also now as they race down Blanchard and Darth Vader and Blazing. So down by the 600, the first occasion, Green Street got his way, and he led a couple of lengths now on Cassius King. Three back, Victory Smile, third from Chiavenna, then followed Bel Air over on the rail, followed then Prize Gem, then out wide Ebony Honour as they come round the turn into the straight the first occasion. Maguire on the rails is next, then followed out Laughing Cavalier down the outside. Three back, Four Loves parked out a bit with Prize Gem. Maguire on the inside next, two to Milnorm. They're followed back in the field now, but Better Watch It. And back also Java Siang. Cyclades is next, and well back Blanchard, Darth Vader and Blazing last on the inside. A lap to go now and a good rate in the Auckland Cup. So Robert Hannam and Green Street led by a couple of lengths now. Four Loves worked itself to be up on the outside of Cassius King. Next behind them Prize Gem, Laughing Cavalier, and on the inside Victory Smile. Then followed Chiavenna as they leave the straight. Bel Air about midfield. A length and a half Maguire, then followed round, then Ebony Honour on the outside. Next Better Watch It. Around it now is Milnorm, then followed two to O'Kiwi Bay. Java Siang is the next horse. Blanchard back fourth last with Cyclades, and well back Blazing and Darth Vader. Into the back 20 lengths first to last. 1400 metres to go in the Cup, and it's still Green Street a length and a half clear. Right there, Four Love on the outside of Cassius King, then Prize Gem the next horse. This group have got away a bit. Laughing Cavalier in that group as well, about a length back then. Victory Smile, 5 lengths to Chiavenna, and Bel Air on the inside as up the rise they go with 1200 metres. So then followed Bel Air about 2.5 back behind it, Ebony Honour, then followed by next on the outside Milnorm, followed Maguire on the rails, hasn't spent a penny. Two back then to Better Watch It, followed around by Java Siang. Cyclades starts to move on the outside, then followed by O'Kiwi Bay. Blanchard back, then Darth Vader, and Blazing is last. 800 metres to go, and the leader still Green Street, 1 length clear. Right there on the outside, Four Love. Cassius King's had a beautiful run. Laughing Cavalier the next one, then Victory Smile still on the bit. There's Cyclades now working around very quickly. Then Prize Gem the next one. Ebony Honour. Bel Air's looking for room on the inside as they make the turn. 500 metres to go in the Cup. Maguire one off the rail now as they sprint for home. Milnorm comes to the outside. Green Street trying to steal it now. Swung in 2 lengths clear. Cyclades is right there to tackle it, and these two have got a break. 4 on Ebony Honour, Prize Gem and Victory Smile. Cyclades has hit the lead though for Kelly Davidson, and waltzes away. 4 lengths now with 200 metres to go. Ebony Honour. Maguire starting to set sail for Seamer down the outside. Cyclades in front. Here comes Maguire. Seamer's won the Melbourne Cup. He wins the Auckland Cup as well. Going to the post, and Maguire won the money. Second Cyclades. Third was Ebony Honour. Next behind them was Blanchard. Followed home behind these now O'Kiwi Bay. Victory Smile was next. Then the tiring Green Street. Then Blazing. They spread out over a mile, followed back by Milnorm, then followed by Laughing Cavalier. For Love. Bel Air didn't yelp. Chiavenna was back and well back. Better Watch It and Darth Vader, and Java Siang is one of the last home. He won the Melbourne Cup, the Caulfield Cup, and now Scott Seymour wins the Auckland Cup.
Unbelievable year, unbelievable season for Scott Seymour. As they move in Vic Park, quick report on those fallen jockeys. Grant Buckley's okay. Brent Stanley is conscious. He's gone for precautionary x-rays to the Prince of Wales Hospital. To Victoria Park for race 2.
Ronnie Golly bounced into the gates and then had a real kick. Ready for a start.
Rose Talioka and examine the books to come up. Gunnamatta showing at 380 on Super Ted. Command the Wind at 440. Trousers at 540. little bit under to what it is on track trousers. Allendale Rose ready. Examine the books, the last one to come in.
On the previous at the Sunshine Coast, 3.5 by 3/4, time 1:38.42.
All ready. Inside runner trousers. Field is set. Signal given. Racing. And they're broken in a good line. One of the first to show out near the inside, Jangling Jack with trousers. Gunnamatta got away safely. Earl Marshall and Command the Wind deeper out the grey lady of the dance. Then go Commando, Allendale Rose, Talioka, and Examine the Brook settles down at the tail. 1,400 metres out along the back, and the leader Jangling Jack taken on by Lady of the Dance. A length and a half third is Command the Wind inside it ahead away Earl Marshall. One further back, Allendale Rose trousers the fence from Go Commando. Gunnamatta's drifted back to third last, Talioka behind it, and last of all is Examine the Books. As they race past the 1,200 metres, 8 lengths first to last, and now Lady of the Dance takes over. Jangling Jack sitting second, and third Allendale Rose. A length away, Command the Wind handy fourth, followed by Earl Marshall. A break of 4 lengths, then Gunnamatta moving around the outside of Go Commando, followed by Trousers Talioka, and to the outside Examine the Books inside the 650, the 800, and the leader was Lady of the Dance narrowly from Allendale Rose. Jangling Jack box seating on the inside, a length for the back, Command the Wind. 1.5 to Earl Marshall, and Gunnamatta improving, followed by Examine the Books, Go Commando, Trousers, and Talioka last of all. 600 metres out as they swing around the bend, the leader Lady of the Dance from Jangling Jack up on its inside. Deeper out Allendale Rose, followed then by Command the Wind and Gunnamatta. Then Earl Marshall back on the inside. Examine the Books out deep with Go Commando, Talioka. Inside the 400, Jangling Jack took a narrow lead from Lady of the Dance. Gunnamatta is under the whip. Command the Wind battling away, and further back Examine the Books and Earl Marshall. Gunnamatta at the 200 metres has gone up here with Command the Wind. Jangling Jack won't give in. Trousers from the rear starting to run on. Gunnamatta just in front of Trousers. Examine the Books and Command the Wind. Gunnamatta in front. Trousers, I don't think he'll get in. No, Gunnamatta hangs on. Gunnamatta by ahead to Trousers. Examine the Books third. Fourth in either Go Commando or Command the Wind. Jangling Jack, Lady of the Dance, Earl Marshall. Last of the main bunch there was Talioka, and pulling up quickly Allendale Rose.
A Gunnamatta, Reese Wheeler, $4 the win, $1.60 the place, 1 Trousers, $2.10, 2 Examine the Books, $4.40.
Now let's go back to Inverell. Once again, here's Brian Baldwin.
Thank you, Les, for the me and Dad Class 3 handicap at Inverell. 1,200 metres. I've gone for number 1, Bush Potential. Very unlucky at Tamworth recently when it met severe interference. Won its previous 2 races. Has a 2 kilos allowance for successful apprentice B Hull. 1 Bush Potential to win from number 6 Prince Zappa. Jay Sipple, a good winner here on Boxing Day on the track, is right on the toe. Number 2 Caribbean Express was the opening favourite, but hasn't started for 9 months. GM Ryan in the saddle. The horse is sweating up very much in the enclosure and is quite excited. And so I've gone 1 Bush Potential, 6 Prince Zappa, 2 Caribbean Express, and put number 7 Vivid Storm the Grey in for the value bet in the trifectas. It will run a good race and looks quite well. Back to you, Les.
Right, thanks, Brian. Now 8, 1, 2, 3, the numbers at Flemington. And the winner number 8, Gunnamatta, 4 a win, 160 a place, 1 Trousers, 2.10, 2 Examine the Books, 4.40. Quinella, 12.20, exact at $20.10, 812 trifecta, $294.70. The first 4, 8, 1, 2 and 3, $934.10. And we have correct weight Sunshine Coast on the second on 4, 2 and 3.
Now the openers race 4 at...
Park has Jared Lorenzini in the saddle. Jared earlier with Hilton.
He finally broke through at his 19th start, and he virtually led all of the way. Will you do the same again today?
Oh, no, we don't have to lead. Last start there wasn't much pace, so we took up the lead, and now he's broken through. I hope he can go on and do it again.
Will the extra 100 metres worry him?
No, not at all. He's a true staying horse. I think he'll probably want further after today.
What about the class rise, though, Jared? He won a maiden the other day, and this is a Class 3. Do you rate it that much stronger, though?
It's not that much stronger. It's probably a fairly strong race, but I think he can take the step.
And no doubt you've had a good look at the form of the race. What about some dangers in the event? Do you see any battle for the lead or horses to hold off at the end?
Well, there's a couple there that you're looking to go on, but I we don't have to lead, so we can have the last crack on them if we have to. So it should work out nice.
Jared Lorenzini there talking to Hilton Donaldson. We're 5 off the first of our Perth races on Perth Cup Day before we go to Perth for the late mail to Randwick for the 4th.
Severai, the firm favourite for race 4. Previous race marred by a nasty fall at the top of the straight. Grant Buckley escaped unscathed, just winded. He didn't have any further rides for the day, but poor old Brent Stanley. He has apparently suffered concussion and injuries to the left elbow and right knee, and has been taken to the nearby Prince of Wales. So Grant Buckley okay, but bad luck for young Brent. Concussion and an injured left elbow and right knee. Not long back in the saddle, Brent, after an elbow problem. Was it a wrist? Yeah, he broke a wrist. So he's had no luck. Now, Eron In will be the last to link in here. The previous race won in a tight finish by 6 Jetanova, beating Wild Song. And Periphery was a very good third. The second won by timeout, and Snowland won the first. So Gay Waterhouse has gone within an eyelash of training the program. Wild Song going under by that narrow margin in the previous. She's got Severai, the favourite here, and they're all set, ready to run. 1,800 metres the journey. Line good, and they're off this time, and Stealth Assault from the inside away as well as anything. The favourite jumped nicely. Severai, and going up very quickly is McCorner with Model Wife, and then Thirio. Eron In is very, very wide, followed by Barbecue Betty, Southern Regard. A gap then to Tycoon Test, 2 lengths to Coveted, Keep Rocking, and last the Grey Sacra Claus. Severai reaches the lead as they work to the 1,400 down the back of the course. Eron In goes up to second, and the third posse is occupied by Model Wife. 2 lengths to Thirio, and then McCorner, followed by Stealth Assault. Little over a length's gap on the run to Tycoon Tess around Southern Regard, and then Barbecue Betty. About a length and a half gap to Coveted, parked on the inside of Keep Rocking, and 2.5 lengths to Sacra Claus. They race onto the far corner near the 1,000 marker, and Severai dictating terms nicely in the lead. A half to 3/4 then Eron In, and 2.5 third is Model Wife. Followed on its inside Stealth Assault. A length and a half then coming McCorner. Followed closely on the outside of it Thirio, the inside Southern Regard, Tycoon Tess, and Coveted. One to Barbecue Betty, the unusually named horse. Keep Rocking second last, and Absolute is Sacra Claus. They're bunching up now by the 600, and the favourite Severai. 350 on Tab Limited is the leader. Eron In hasn't given it a lot of peace over the last 400, however. Thirio is very wide out. Eron In's dropped off very quickly, and there's almost a run for Coveted, and getting clear is Model Wife, and then a gap to Southern Regard. Severai is under siege, however, in the stretch, and 300 ahead of them. Severai grabbed by Coveted along the rails. Then Thirio. Southern Regard is coming down the outskirts with Sacra Claus and Keep Rocking. It's Coveted in front, about 75 to go. Southern Regard and Sacra Claus close in, particularly Sacra Claus. Sacra Claus raced up to Coveted and looks as though it's nailed it from this angle. Close one between Sacra Claus and Coveted from Southern Regard and Thirio. And then came on the inside rail next Barbecue Betty ahead of Keep Rocking. Good margin Model Wife. Severai knocked up, and then Stealth Assault. Tycoon Tess in company with Eron In and McCorner. Photo call for. Tight finish here, resting between the horse on the outside, Sacra Claus, and the inside horse is Coveted. Ooh, won't be much in this. It's been frozen shortly past the post. Sacra Claus had the momentum up, and whether that has been able to give it victory, time will tell. Certainly had momentum in its favour, Sacra Claus, and from where we view, looked as though it just got there, and has. Number 2 is the winner, and that is Sacra Claus, ridden by Mark de Montfort for Tim Donnelly, has paid $17.30 and $4.40.
In and the first 4, number 10 in 4th position, 2, 3, 8 and 10. Across the line, Sacra Claus, Mark de Montfort for Tim Donnelly, a Weasel Claus galloper, and having its third run back this preparation, collecting the cash. So 2, 3 and 8. Tough race.
Melbourne.
And they're broken in a reasonable line. Caradan wasn't actually flash out. Cause for divorce, one of the first out was Lord Grable, Hidden Clause. Mad Harry, Shabiri, Vitelli drifting back along the inside with Hydro Master. Tangible from a wide gate is crossing quickly, then Flying Pride behind it, Caradan. Then Shelley's Magic and Tea Tree Flyer dropped out to the tail inside the 1,700. And the leader was Lord Grable, but just on a length of Tangible. Third on the inside, Cause for Divorce. Then Hidden Clause running fourth on the inside, a neck away, Mad Harry from Hydro Hydro Master. It's a little awkwardly placed out deep with Shibiri in the centre and Vitelli on the inside. 2 lengths to Flying Pride, Tea Tree Flyer, Caradan, and last of all is Shelley's Magic. Inside the 1400, the leader Lord Grable by just over a length to Tangible. Cause for Divorce is third, fourth a length away, Hidden Clause. It's running 1 out, 1 back, and Harness Parlance on the inside, then Mad Harry followed by Hydro Master. It's caught out deep, Shibiri the centre, and Vitelli on the inside from Flying Pride, Tea Tree Flyer. A length away to Caradan, who's 10 off the front, and last of all is Shelley's Magic. Down the side 1,000 metres out, and the leader Lord Grable by 3 parts Tangible. Cause for Divorce on the inside of Hidden Clause. A length away then Mad Harry and Hydro Master. 2 further back Flying Pride followed by Shibiri. On the inside Vitelli, then Caradan third last with Tea Tree Flyer and Shelley's Magic. At the 700 metres, Lord Grable in front of Tangible. Hidden Clause on the outside of Cause for Divorce. They've broken away 4 in front of Mad Harry, and then Hydro Master, Flying Pride, Shibiri and Caradan to the outside as they wheel the bend. 450 out, and Cause for Divorce joins and heads Lord Grable. Tangible and deeper out is Hidden Clause, been given a cut with the whip, then Mad Harry, and further back Hydro Master, Shibiri, Caradan down the outside. 300 metres out, Cause for Divorce narrowly in front of Hidden Clause, Lord Grable, Tangible, Shibiri, Hydro Master and Mad Harry inside the 200. Cause for Divorce in front. Shibiri out of the pack running on. Lord Grable kicking back on the inside. Lord Grable grabbed by Shibiri and Cause for Divorce, and Shibiri gets home. Shibiri comes away, wins by 3 parts of a length. Lord Grable, cheeky run. Cause for Divorce in a photo with Mad Harry. Then Hydro Master, Caradan, Hidden Clause. Further back Tangible. Vitelli didn't get into the race with Flying Pride. Well back then Tea Tree Flyer, and last over the line was Shelley's Magic.
3 Shibiri, Zach Purton, 6.10, 2.30, 13 Lord Grable at 19.30 for third, 8 Cause for Divorce, 3.30, or 9 Mad Harry, 3.90, Correct Weight Adelaide, 2.7, 12.11.
Standing by for second and third, Lord Grable has fought back like a bulldog on the inside, number 13, to get second for James Winks, and number 8 is third, and that is Cause for Divorce, Dan Nikolic. 3, 13 and 8, fourth placing to number 9, Mad Harry. It's been a good effort. It ran that trip out solidly. A couple of the others didn't, including Cause for Divorce, who looked the winner when it got to the lead, and also Hidden Clause, who was given an absolutely charmed run by Reece Wheeler. Looked the winner when they turned for home, but couldn't match it.
And the Toads, 3 Shibiri, 6.10 the win, 2.30 the place. 13 Lord Grable, 19.30, 8 Cause for Divorce, 3.30. The Quinella, 241.30. Exacta, 526.50. Trifecta, 3.13 and 8. 3,713.50 in the first 4. 3.13, 8 and 9. 17,546.70 and a jackpot carryover of $6,823.
Moving up Inverell, 4th.
Anyway, time will tell. Previous of the day, won by Sacra Claus. And they're all set to go in the Little Bay Handicap. It's over 2,400 metres. Native Zephyr throwing the head up and down. Steadies. And away they go. And best out was Blushing Bird. The favourite jumped out very well, time off. Third is Merlos and fourth Outlaws. Fifth is Expect a Star from Mantovani. Then Tyrrell, Academia second last. And last of all is Native Zephyr as they race along to the judge on the first occasion. And Rodney Quinn has time off the leader. About a length on its stablemate, Corey Brown's ride Outlaws. Third is Blushing Bird on the inside of Merlos, followed by Expect a Star, racing on the inside of Tyrrell. And then Academia, followed by Mantovani. And Absolute is Native Zephyr. 10 lengths covers them as they turn out of the straight and gallop by the 1800. And time off in charge, about 2 lengths on Outlaws on the outside of Blushing Bird. Merlos is running fourth. Then Expect a Star, closely attended on its outside by Tyrrell. A couple to Academia, and then Mantovani hugging the rails, and last is Native Zephyr. This is the order working to the crossing at the 1500 marker, and the leader is time off. Nothing is challenging it at the moment. The stablemate is sitting a length away, second Outlaws. Blushing Bird is third. Merlos fourth. Fifth Expect a Star. And then comes Tyrrell, closely followed a length and a half away by Academia. Mantovani on the fence, and 2.5 lengths to Native Zephyr. They go down by the halfway pole at the 1200 marker, and time off Rodney Quinn well up on the favourite here on Tab Limited in New South Wales. $3 is the quote about time off. It's about 3/4 to a length on Outlaws, with Academia with the Italian boy aboard down Dario Vagu moving up into second posse now as they sweep out of the back straight and come towards the 850. And now Time Off being taken on by Academia, who's now being tagged by Outlaws, who's got Blushing Bird locked away fourth and Merlos is fifth. And then comes Expect a Star, followed by Tyrrell. Mantovani is second last, and Native Zephyr brings up the rear. They're at the 600 pole, and Time Off, a half-length Academia. Third is Blushing Bird. Outlaws hard ridden by Brown. Merlos is being called upon now. Then Tyrrell, Expect a Star, given a crack with a whip from Mantovani and Native Zephyr. They straighten up, and Time Off has been the leader from the word go. How much has he got left? Merlos is ranging up to head him now, and as they come down to approach the 200 marker, Time Off won't give in. He's got another kick. He again joins Merlos, a race in two. Time Off as game as Ned Kelly. He's a neck in front. Merlos can't get him at the moment. Time Off and Merlos. Time Off clinging on, and Time Off beat Merlos. Gallant performance. Mantovani prominent for third. Outlaws over on the rails. And then came Tyrrell. Further back in the field, Academia, Expect a Star, followed by Blushing Bird. And Native Zephyr finished a distant last. Time Off. Number 3, Time Off. Ridden by Rod Quinn. Gee, that was a game performance. He led, nothing worried him early, and then Dario Vagu came around on Academia up by about the 900,000 and put pressure to Time Off. And then it looked like Merlos, who'd had a lovely run, was going to race past Time Off as they swept down past the 350, but he wouldn't give in, Time Off. He fought back like a caged lion, and it looks as though he's just been able to score here, number 3, and has. Number 3, Time Off, Rodney Quinn for John Hawkes, and landing some nice bets, $3, $1.40. Number 7, Merlos, handled by Glenn Boss for Guy Walter, second, $1.70. And 6, Mantovani, third, ridden by Darren Beedman for Graham Rogerson, $3.10. Number 4, Outlaws ran fourth. The Quinella, $9.20, Exacta, $15.80, Trifecta, $99.70, and the first 4, $300.60. The winners by Night Shift from Sonolia, a brown gelding, a 4-year-old, J.R. Hawkes, the mentor, and R.M. Quinn, the saddle sitter. 3, 7, 6 and 4. Time for the race was 2 minutes 30.44.
Jump and went straight. The horses set in New Zealand for the railway.
Good start, O'Malley's Boy, Life of Riley there, Spring Rain, charging up the takeover and tracking it around Vanaka on the outside. They followed out Sound the Alarm, the next one, Kazman, then on the outside next, Super Impressive going forward. O'Malley's Boy got back on the inside next from Mendacity, followed by Travelling Man's third last on the inside of Pure Theatre, and back there also Billy Quinn, and Viner's Lane is last. They went by the 800 metres, and the leader is Vanaka, took over, led by 2 now from Spring Rain. Around into second spot now, Life of Riley charges up, then Star Satire getting squeezed back on the inside. Sound the Alarm, Super Impressive going forward quickly. Tracked round by Billy Quinn, then followed Pure Theatre. Star Satire back on the inside with Kazman, 2 to O'Malley's Boy. Travelling Man back last with Viner's Lane. Around the corner they come in the railway. Vanaka the inside, Life of Riley the 2 now, Super Impressive. Down the outside for Seema, then followed by Sound the Alarm's getting a run, 1 off the rail. Across the track, 200 Vanaka kicks Sound the Alarm out after it. Super Impressive on the outside of the 2. Sound the Alarm hit the lead. Vanaka and Super Impressive. Travelling Man down the extreme outside, and Pure Theatre. Sound the Alarm, too good though, races away to win the railway. Photo second, Super Impressive, Vanaka close. Then followed by Pure Theatre, Star Satire the next one home, then followed by, next was Kazman, Viner's Lane running on. Out wide was Travelling Man, and back behind them O'Malley's Boy, and Spring Rain didn't yelp, and back towards the rear also was Billy Quinn.
11, Sound the Alarm, Gary Grills, 14.30, 3.53, Super Impressive in a photo, 1.90, 13, Vanaka, 1.80. In Adelaide, margins, a neck by 2, 114.99.
Moving up at the coast, and the favourite is number 6, Attentive Lad, 2.50 the win.
The 6 at Randwick openers, 1 race the Ace, 7 and 2, 2 Varacul, 12 and 5, 3 British Buskers, 17 and 5, scratched 4, 5 Bump and Run, 4.70, 2.60 favourite, 6 Grampian, 6 and 1.90, 7 Abiel Hostess, 5 and 1.50, 8 Buster Jones, Brian York, 20 and 7, 9 Royal Circle, 10 and 3, 10 Simigan, 43 and 14, 11 Two-Time Tart, 37 and 8, 12 Crime Wave, 13 and 3, and 13 Attis, Bernadette Cooper, 35 and 10, favourite 5 Bump and Run, 4 470. Tip 7, 5, 2 and 6. Late mail for 6. Event 20 after 4.
Now, still no numbers at New Zealand. Moving up at the Sunshine Coast for race number 4.
5th Flemington, 1 Chattanooga, 5.40, 2.40, 2 Bomber Bill, 8 and 2, 3 Prince Rubiton, 2.30, 1.10 and favourite, 4 Mr Royston, 27 and 5, down to 6 Ponton Flyer, 11 and 3, 7 Generalissimo, 7.80, 2.60, 8 Let's Planet, 18 and 4, 9 Off to Sea, 21 and 4, 10 Shea Spice, 35 and 8, 11 Sir Talac, 22 and 4, favourite 3 Prince Rubiton, 2.30, 1.10, Brian goes 3 to beat 1.76, 3.176, special for the male 3. There's correct weight Ascot the second on 1, 6 and 4.
Now, race 4 at Inverell.
All set. Very ordinary visibility down there. Set to go, lights blinking away. You can see them quite clearly through the heavy rain. Racing now. And on the inside, Let's Planet away smartly. Sir Talac Bomber Bill began well with Mr Royston. Prince Rubiton over on the outside, heading towards the fence with Shea Spice, Chattanooga. Ponton Flyer Off to Sea is well back in the field as they settle properly into stride. Down towards the 800 metres. And over on the inside, Mr Royston with Sir Talac Bomber Bill, Shea Spice, Prince Rubiton the widest runner. Behind those, Ponton Flyer. Then comes Let's Planet over on the inside from Chattanooga. Off to Sea well back as they head down towards the course proper, and Generalissimo is actually last on to the 600 metre mark. They trouble Mr Royston with Bomber Bill. Over on the outside, Shea Spice, Prince Rubiton. Chattanooga back along the rails with Let's Planet. Then comes next would have been Ponton Fly. Generalissimo to the outside with Off to Sea inside the 400, and Prince Rubiton moved up here to Mr Royston, who's still in front, getting through Let's Planet, and over on the outside it's Generalissimo. Prince Rubiton struggling, Generalissimo on the outside gathering them in with Let's Planet. Generalissimo, Let's Planet kicking on the inside. Let's Planet drew a length in front of Generalissimo, and Chattanooga late, but it's Let's Planet in front, and Let's Planet gets in, wins by a length and a quarter. Second placing Chattanooga, Generalissimo third, followed in by Off to Sea, Ponton Flyer. Further back then came at the head of the others Prince Rubiton, Bomber Bill, Sir Talac, Shea Spice, and Mr Royston was last over the line.
8 Let's Planet, Espasta, 22.90 the win, $5 the place, 1 Chattanooga, 2.10, 7 Generalissimo at $2. Now Sunshine Coast and nose by 3/4 on the previous. The time in just a moment.
A photo second and third, which should show Chattanooga getting home late to get second. Number 1 for Noel Callow. And third into Generalissimo. Number 7 for Kieran McAvoy. 8, 1 and 7 are official on the standish. 8, 1 and 7, an approximate time of 19.7. Yes, it's been a good effort there by Let's Planet.
All right, that time on the previous at Sunshine Coast, 1:13.07.
Update race 5 Eagle Farm, 1 closing time 14 and 3, 2 Moringas Gulliver 10 and 2.50, 3 Volcanic Hurrah, J Stanley 23 and 7, 4 Bishop Bill 2.60, 1.20 favourite, 5 Pride of the Turf M Carson 27 and 7, 6 Red Gerard 10 and 2.50, 7 Borachira 25 and 5, 8 Moldway 35 and 9, 9 Highly Dangerous 3.80 and 1.60, 10 Cerruti, Dean Tandy 16 and 4, 11 Ace Can Do 26 and 7, and 12 Big Time Alley at 92 and 18. Favourite 4 Bishop Bill 2.60, 1.20. Tip 4 Bishop Bill to beat 2 and 9. 4.29 late mail 9. The event 10 after 4.
Coming up next race 4 Inverell. They're moving in. Nicolina's favourite 190 the win, 120 a place. On the previous Flemington race 5 8-1-7. Let's Planet 22.90 the win, 5 a place. 1 Chattanooga 2.10, 7 Generalissimo $2. Quinella 95.10, the exacta $157.